So now we're going to go into the Chief Officer team. Just to summarise what you actually have in a team when it's set up. So you can see your team's title at the top. You can put a specific image in there if you're the team owner, so you can differentiate between other teams. And underneath that you have channels. Now channels are for different topics of information. So for a Chief Officer's team, it might be all the different meetings that they have on a regularly occurring basis. It could be different projects or departments that you look after as a team. It's up to you on how you want to divide that information up. So we're just going to click on the weekly meetings channel. And then in each of the channels, you have tabs that run across the top here. So one that you always have is conversations, and this is what can really replace email. Any emails that you send en masse to people throughout your team, these are what can land really well in conversations, and you can have a threaded discussion under that initial message. And then one that's always with the team is also files. So this links to all the key documents that you need for that team and narrowed down to that channel. And you can see it looks just like documents that you have normally. In the background, this is actually linked to SharePoint. So you've got all the same permissions, functionality that you have within SharePoint, but it's just an easy link throughout Teams. Now we've finished our conference call, what I'm going to do is actually take the actions from that conference call and put it into Microsoft Planner. So I've just got a tab at the top here that I've labelled tasks, and it takes me to Microsoft Planner. So I'm just going to come to do at the top here. I've got lots of different buckets that I've created for different parts of the organisation. You can customise and change these bucket names at any point. So quite frequently I'll see different ones for in progress, started, completed for tasks, or actions towards a project. I've seen red, amber, green for status of a project. It's completely up to you what you want to name these buckets. So I'm just going to come add a task by clicking the plus button here. I'm going to give the task a name, and it's going to be to update the slides and board packs for next meeting. And then I'm going to come and set a due date and assign who I want to do it. Now you don't just have to have one person, you can assign multiple people in here. There we go. I'll just assign a few. And as soon as you start typing, you'll see their names appear below if they're already in your team and in the plan. And when I click add tasks, it gets added below. But if I want to come add some more information, I can click on the task. I can choose to add a description. I can even add a checklist. So I can have this sitting on top of the card. So it might be board pack, or it might be for slides. It could be to make sure the room booking sorted. I just need to check this box for it to appear on the top of the card. You can even add attachments, and if someone that you've tasked to do this action can't do it, they can always come to comments and comment why below, and you might want to then assign it to someone else. And you've also got different labels at the side. So for example, if it's an action related to an audit that you're going through, you could all mark it with a pink label so you can differentiate quite quickly between them. When you've completed a task, all you need to do is come and click the tick on the top right hand side, and you can even move them between different columns if it changes over progress and over time. If you're managing the tasks that are happening, what you can do is just come to charts, and this gives you an all-up board of how your tasks look. So I can quite quickly see we've had 30 completed. I've got one that's in movement at the minute, 2 that are waiting but they've not been started, and 9 that are late. I can see where they divide up between the different buckets and within the different departments in my force. And it also automatically pulls through who I've assigned my task to. So I can see Alan's got quite a lot of tasks compared to other people in my team. So it might be that I start to divide them up more evenly so he can get through some of his late ones that he's got to hand. And also at the side here, I can come and add fresh tasks from this panel view. I don't have to jump back to the board if I've just remembered an action that needs completing. Now, the final view on tasks is schedule, and we actually use this all the time between organising Microsoft and NEP events together and when we're with different forces. But whatever due date that you've put on each of your tasks, this pops it into a day into this dashboard. So every time we do a project update or have a weekly meeting, we'll just run through what actions we've got up and coming. Are they all ready? Are there any that we're missing? Again, if you want to add a task from this view, you can simply just click on the top right hand corner of the date box and put the task in there. So this is a quick view of tasks. If you can imagine, you might have multiple of these across lots of different teams that you're a member of. So all you need to do is come to this ellipsis on the side here. If you click on Planner and your tasks, this surfaces all the tasks that have been assigned to you across multiple plans, and you can just make your way through the progress and not started ones. So you've got a holistic view that shows all of the tasks you've been assigned. As I mentioned, we found tasks really useful, whereas in the past you might have put a task in an email or in a meeting notes and them not necessarily get referred back or tracked upon.